I have asked you all people that we have started with the numericals on the cash cost approaches. We have solved the numerical on the basis of the cash cost approach. Okay. So what we include in the cash cost approach, it's very clear. Only and only cost of production. We don't include depreciation. Always remember cash cost approach में हम depreciation और profit को part में नहीं लेते हैं. ठीक है. Total cost में हम ये दोनों चीजों को लेते हैं. Okay. Now we have discussed till 5th numerical. 5 numerical we have already discussed. Now today I'll start with the next one, that is the solution for the total cost approach method. As I told you, in the total cost approach method, what you have to do is you have to take into consideration the depreciation as well as the profit. वो दोनों हम part of a question लेते हैं अगर वहां पे question में दिया है. Now look into this problem number 7. All of you have this numerical with you. I think this is already being given to you by sir in your WhatsApp group. So all of you must have this question with you, because once I start with my whiteboard, then you will not be able to view this PDF. So all of you have that question with you. Mayuri, you have this question. Pratiksha, Omkar. You have this question, Rahul?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have this question. Okay, fine. Now I'll start. Okay, this question
Yes,
is being, yeah, fine. I'll start with the whiteboard. I'll solve this question. That is your problem number 7. Just refer to the question and accordingly we will start. See, this is on the basis of the total cost of cash cost approach basis. Okay, we will start this numerical on the basis of that. Let me have the question with me so that I can start with the numerical. Okay, fine. Now we'll start the numerical. The first thing that we start with is always our current assets. So what is a part of our current assets? It's always our raw material. सबसे पहले raw material का क्या है? Raw material cost is given is 20 rupees. Okay, 20. And how many number of units are being there? 52,000. Number of units is 52,000. And what is written in the notes? Average raw material in stock is 1 month. So 1/12. Okay. By the time I'll tell you like how you have to do this. First price, कितना price दिया है raw material का, सबसे starting हमारा current asset का इसी से होता है. Then is the number of units, कितने number of units है. Then is the time, कितने time के लिए. अब उसने क्या दिया है? 1 month, but total कितने होते हैं year में? 12. So we have divided it by 12. So this way it has come. So the number of units is given. Number of raw material cost is given, that is 20 rupees. Number of units is 52,000 and the time is 1 month. So that is why 1 divided by 12. Okay. Now moving on to the next. It's a working in progress. Work in progress here include raw material. सबसे पहले इसमें raw material आएगा. What is the cost of the raw material? 20. Now how many units are there? 52,000. Same way, price, number of unit. Now how much time is given? If you can see in the question, in the working note, it is given average work in progress is half a month. That is 0.5 divided by 12. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, work in progress basically is the total of 3 things. Okay. Work in progress include what? Your raw material that we have calculated plus direct labor plus overhead. Now, what is given for the direct labor? Direct labor अभी हम calculate करेंगे. कितना cost दिया है? 8. How many number of units are there? 52,000. And the question, average work in progress is half a month, that is 0.5 divided by 12. Now if you can see in the question, there is no indication average work in progress कितना परसेंट है, ये वो कुछ नहीं दिया, तो what it will be, इसका कितना लेना है हमें, 50%. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस के लिए जो रॉ मटेरियल होता है वो 100% पे लेते हैं, जो आपका डायरेक्ट लेबर और ओवरहेड्स होता है वो हम कितने पे लेते हैं, 50% पे. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? डायरेक्ट लेबर वी इंक्लूड एट द 50% cost. Now same way we have to calculate the overhead. Now what is the overhead cost given? 15 rupees. So the number of units is 52,000. So average is for half a month, that is 0.5 divided by 12. Now overhead are also calculated at 50% into 50%. This way we have to calculate the work in progress. Okay. Now after the work in progress, what you have to calculate? After the work in progress, what you have to calculate? Tell me, after work in progress, what we calculate? Isn't it the finished goods? Yes. So the finished good include total cost. If you can see the total cost, that is raw material plus direct labor plus overhead. कितना है? 20 plus 8 plus 15. So it is 43. So how you have to calculate? 43 into number of units, that is 52,000. And what's given in the question? Finished goods in stock on an average 1 month, that is 1 by 12. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now we'll move to the debtors. How we have to calculate the debtors? Debtors कौन से होते हैं बेटा आपके? Debtor वो होते हैं जिनको आपने सेल किया क्रेडिट पे, ठीक है. अभी आपने क्या देखो, फोर्थ नोट में क्या लिखा है, क्रेडिट अलाउड टू डेटर्स, कितना दिया है, 2 months. अभी डेटर्स किसके ऊपर आएंगे आपके? ऑब्वियसली जो आपने सामान बनाया उसको बेचना उसी पे. सो इट विल ऑलवेज बी कैलकुलेटेड इन द टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच में. एक चीज याद रखना, जब भी हम डेटर्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे दैट इंक्लूड प्रॉफिट. तो टोटल कॉस्ट कितना था, 43 रुपीज, और हमारा प्रॉफिट कितना है, 7 रुपीज. तो सेलिंग प्राइस कितना है, 50. Debtors are always calculated on selling price in the total cost approach, but debtors are calculated at total cost. अगर ये हम कैश कॉस्ट अप्रोच बेसिस पे चलते तो हम क्या लेते, 43, because we don't include profit in that. दोनों का डिफरेंस समझो बेटा. अगर टोटल कॉस्ट दिया है तो आप प्रॉफिट इंक्लूड करोगे डेटर्स को कैलकुलेट करते टाइम, बट अगर आपको प्रॉफिट, अगर आपको कैश कॉस्ट अप्रोच बेसिस पे चलना है तो प्रॉफिट को आप इंक्लूड नहीं करोगे. तो आप क्या करोगे, सिंपल टोटल कॉस्ट करोगे. तो अभी हम डेटर्स कैलकुलेट करेंगे. अभी हम कितना लेंगे, ये टोटल कॉस्ट है, तो अभी हम कितना लेंगे, 50 लेंगे या 43 लेंगे? हाँ, कितना लेंगे बेटा? आपकी आवाज नहीं क्लियर आ रही. 50, yes, 50. Okay, so what you have to do is 50 into number of units is 52,000. Now how much credit is allowed to the debtors? That is 2 months. So that is equal to 2 divided by 12. This way you have to calculate the debtors. Now the last part that is given is cash balance expected to be 90,000. Cash as it is आ जाएगा 90,000, because ये किसका पार्ट है, करंट एसेट. अभी इसके साथ हमारा करंट एसेट खत्म. Now what we have to do, we have to start with the credit side. Okay, that is you can say current liability side. Okay, current liability में सबसे पहले क्या आएगा, creditors. Now who are your creditors? जिन्होंने आपको रॉ मटेरियल सप्लाई किया है. तो रॉ मटेरियल का कॉस्ट कितना है, 20. How many units are there? 52,000. So what is given for that? See what is given, that credit allowed by supplier is 1 month, that is 1/12. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will move to the next, that is the wages. अभी उसने क्या बोला है आपको wages के लिए? There is a lag in payment of wages 1 month. 1 month के wages का क्या है? Lag है. That means they are pending. So how much wages? That means direct labor. अभी direct labor कितना है आपका? Cost कितना है? 8. Number of units is 52,000. And the wages for 1 month, that means 1 divided by 12. Okay, this is your current liabilities. Now, same way we are left with, we have done the creditors, we have done the wages. Now the 7th note that is given is time lag in the payment of overheads, that is 1 month. So what is the cost of overhead given over there? 15 into total number of units 52,000 multiply by time period, that is 1 divided by 12, that is the time for the payment of wages. So is it clear to everyone? So this way we work for the total cash cost approach basis. We include profit. सिर्फ और सिर्फ फर्क कहाँ पे आता है जब टोटल कॉस्ट और कैश कॉस्ट होता है? एक तो डेटर्स की कैलकुलेशन में डिफरेंस आता है बेटा, और एक वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस के लिए बाकी प्रोसीजर सेम रहता है. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में हमेशा याद रखना रॉ मटेरियल हम जो है वो 100% पे लेते हैं, बट जो डायरेक्ट लेबर और ओवरहेड्स होते हैं वो 50% पे लेते हैं. दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन अ assumption. But if they have clearly given you in the question कि वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में डायरेक्ट लेबर इज एट 20%, 40%, इमें अगर कुछ दिया है तो ठीक है, नहीं दिया then we take it at 50%. I hope it is clear. This numerical is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll start the next numerical, that is problem number 8. Okay, fine. Now we'll start with the 8th numerical. See, in the question, it is also based on the total cost. That day I have taken all the question of cash cost approach, but still अगर किसी ने उस दिन join नहीं किया था, I will repeat one question of cash cost approach also, so that you will be able to understand. Now we will start with the cash total cost first. The question that is given is the, you have to calculate. सबसे पहले current asset में क्या calculate करना है हमें? Raw material. Now, how much cost is given for the raw material? Problem number 8, raw material cost is 10. Number of units, 60,000. Now, the question, average raw material in stock 1 month, that is 1 divided by 12. This way we have calculated the raw material. Now we have to move to the work in progress. Now, what is exactly for the work in progress? The first thing that will be included is the raw material. So what is the cost for the raw material? Cost कितना दिया है per unit? 10. What is the number of units? That is 60,000. Now average work in progress is half a month. That is 0.5 divided by 12. Till now clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now we'll do the second part. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में सेकंड पार्ट मैंने आपको क्या बोला था? रॉ मटेरियल के बाद क्या आता है हमारा? डायरेक्ट लेबर. डायरेक्ट लेबर, ठीक है. अभी डायरेक्ट लेबर क्या दिया है बेटा आपको? कॉस्ट कितना दिया है डायरेक्ट लेबर का? 4. नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स कितने हैं? 60,000. नाउ व्हाट इज गिवन? एवरेज वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस इज half a month, that is 0.5 divided by 12. We will have to give, देखो अभी नोट्स में कुछ दिया है कि वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में रॉ मटेरियल इतना था या लेबर इतने पे लेना है, कोई परसेंटेज नहीं दी, तो इट विल बी 50%. Okay. Now you have to calculate the overhead in the same sequence. What is the cost for the overhead? 3 into 60,000. 0.5, that is half a month divided by 12. How much percentage? 50%. This way you will add the direct labor, overhead and the raw material which work in progress के अंदर हमने कैलकुलेट किया है. तीनों का टोटल करोगे तो वो आपका वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस आ जाएगा. क्लियर? Okay, fine. Now we'll move to the finished goods. What is there for the finished goods? कितना cost दिया है? See, in the finished goods, what's given? Total cost is 17 rupees. 17. Number of units are 60,000. So what is given over there? Finished goods in stock on an average 1 month. 1 divided by 12. This way you have to calculate the finished good. Clear? Now the last thing that is in the credit current assets will be your debtors. So what is given for the debtors? Credit allowed to debtors is 1 month. कितना अलाउ किया है? 1 month. अभी ये कौन सी अप्रोच पे चल रहे हैं? क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया है? टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच मेथड. Now I want an answer from every one of you. I want an answer from every one of you. Just tell me, since in the question, what you have to include for the debtors. Debtor हम किस पे करेंगे? Total cost है 17 rupees, उस पे calculate करेंगे या selling price है 20 rupees, उस पे calculate करेंगे?
Selling price.
Shubha, your voice is not clear. If you can just write me on the chat box. Omkar, what about you?
Selling price, ma'am. I'm selling price.
Selling price. Okay. Rest of you? Rahul, Rutja, Pratiksha, you need to answer the question to me. Yes, perfectly fine. Most of you have answered in the chat box. That is clear. I don't want you to just give me an answer. You can just write in the chat box also so that I'm able to understand whether you are able to understand this or not. Okay. So since this is a question which is on the total cost approach, so we will calculate the debtors on the this selling price. So what is the selling price? That is 20 rupees. Number of units are 60,000. And how much is the time lag that is given? Credit allowed to debtor is 1 month. That is 1 by 12. Okay. This way you have to calculate. Now cash is given clearly, that is 10,000. So just write the figure and add it in the cash current assets. Okay. Now we will move on to the current liabilities. The first aspect, that is the first item which we include in the current liability is our creditors. So what is the creditors? Creditors कौन होंगे बेटा आपके? जिनसे आपने रॉ मटेरियल लिया है. क्रेडिटर कौन हुए? जिनके लिए आपकी लाइबिलिटी होगी ना, आपने उनसे ले लिया, अब आपकी लाइबिलिटी है, उनको पे भी करना है. सो दैट आर योर क्रेडिटर्स. अभी रॉ मटेरियल की कॉस्ट कितनी है बेटा? 10 rupees. How much is the number of units? 60,000. Now what is given? Credit allowed by supplier is 1 month. That is 1 by 12. Clear? Now this way we have calculated the creditors. Now we have to calculate the wages. So what about the wages? Wages aspect, that is the direct labor. Wages here means direct labor. Now what you have to calculate? Time lag in payment of wages is 1 month. So what is it? 4 into number of units into 1 divided by 12. This is for the wages. Now the last thing, time lag in the payment of overheads. What's there for the overheads? How much cost is there? 3 rupees. Number of units are 60,000. Now, how much time is given? 1 month. That is 1 divided by 12. So all these figures will give you the current liabilities. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now we'll start with the next, that is the problem number 9. Should I start with the this next one, problem number 9? दिस इज ऑल्सो द टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच। अभी आज टोटल कॉस्ट के मैं आपको 4 या 5 न्यूमेरिकल कराती हूँ, कैश कॉस्ट अप्रोच का 1 न्यूमेरिकल रिवाइज कराती हूँ ताकि जिनको समझ में, जिन्होंने नहीं अटेंड किया उनके लिए इजी होगा। ओके, now the problem number 9, what is given is first one that is given is the raw material, that is current assets के heading के अंदर सबसे पहली item जो हमें calculate करनी है, that is your raw material. So the raw material cost is 10. So the number of units that is given is 40,000. And average raw material in stock is 1 month, that is 1 divided by 12. This is for your raw material. Now, second thing that is the work in progress. Okay, for work in progress, what is the first thing we calculate? We calculate the raw material. So how much is the cost? 10. And how much is the number of units? 40,000. And how much is the time lag that is given? Half a month, that is 0.5 divided by 12. Okay. This way you have calculated the raw material. Now you have to calculate the direct labor. What is the cost for the direct labor? 4 into number of units, 40,000. How much lag is there? Half a month. कितना percentage लेना है इसका? How much percentage we have to take for the direct labor in the work in progress? कितना लेते हैं? 50. Yes, 50%. Okay. Now the next that is there is the overhead. 6 into number of units is 40,000. How much lag is there? Half a month. Same way, 50%. Okay. Now you have to calculate the finished goods. So finished goods cost that we have to do calculate is, what is the finished goods cost that is given is raw material plus labor plus overhead. कितना दिया है? 20 दिया है. This is your finished goods cost. Then what is given in the question? Finished goods in stock on an average 1 month. So how much units are there? 40,000. 1 by 12. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you have to calculate the debtors. So for the debtors, what is given? How much cost we have to include? For the debtors, what price we have to include? We have to include the selling price. So what is the selling price? 25. Number of units is 40,000. So amount that is being provided is 2 months, that is 2 divided by 12. So this will be your debtors. Okay. Cash is clearly given 25,000. Okay. You include the cash. So all these figures will give you the current assets total. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to calculate the current liabilities. So what will be the current liabilities part? The first thing that will be there is the creditors. So how much creditors are being there for the raw material? 10. So number of units, 40,000. So what is a credit which is basically allowed by a supplier? That is 1 month, that is 1 by 12. This will give you the current liabilities. Now for wages, what is given? 4 rupees. Number of units, 40,000. For how much time it is? 1 month. Okay. Now the last that is there is the overhead. The cost is overhead 6 into 40,000 divided by 1 month. That means 1 by 12. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. See, I have told you about 2-3 numerical that is basically for the total cost approach. Okay. total 3 numericals we have done on this. Now I'll take the one numerical for the cash cost approach. Okay, the next numerical. Just give me a second. Okay, now we have to discuss the problem number 10. Okay. Raw material is 80 rupees. Current assets. The first thing that we have to include is the raw material. What is given? What the raw material is 80 rupees. Number of units 1,04,000. Okay. Now raw material in stock on an average 4 weeks. Okay. Now all of you just look at the footnote, what is written over there. You may assume that the production is carried out evenly throughout the year, in bracket 52 weeks. See, whenever monthly they have given you, there is no problem. We know it is 12 months. But for weeks, what they include, sometimes they ask you to take 52 as a figure for that, or if they haven't given you, you may take 48 weeks as a year. Okay, it's up to you. But if it is clearly mentioned that you have to take 52 weeks, then for every calculation you have to include that. Otherwise you may take 48 weeks. Okay, that you have assumed that there is 1 month. In 1 month there are 4 weeks, and for an average year there are 48 weeks. So that is clearly, if it is not given, you can choose up to your, I mean, as per your wish, and you just need to write a working note at the end of your question. Okay, fine. So the raw material are in stock on average for 4 weeks. That is 4 divided by 52. This way we will calculate our raw material. Now the second thing that is there is work in progress. So work in progress start with raw material. So how much cost is there? 80 rupees. Number of units 1,04,000. So work in progress average 2 weeks. That means 2 divided by 52. Okay. Till now it's clear. Now we'll start with the next, that is the direct labor. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का हेडिंग एक हो गया रॉ मटेरियल. अभी सेकंड हेडिंग क्या है हमारा? डायरेक्ट लेबर. अभी डायरेक्ट लेबर में कॉस्ट कितना दिया है आपको? 30. ओके, सो हाउ मेनी यूनिट्स आर देयर? 1,04,000. देन हाउ मच वीक्स आर देयर? 2 by 52. So how much percentage we have to take? We have to take 50%. Okay, nothing is given, we assume it at 50%. Now next that is there is the overheads. How you have to calculate the overhead? What is the cost given? Now see in the question, overhead include depreciation of 10 per unit. Since it's a cash cost approach, all of you understand one thing. So the work in progress will be कितना आएगा? 60 आएगा या 60 minus 10 50 आएगा? कितना आएगा बेटा? Answer me. Answer me, all of you. What will be there? I told you in the cash cost approach, we don't include depreciation. That means you have to deduct it from, yeah, for 60 minus 10, that will be your overhead cost. कभी भी बेटा अगर आपको यही क्वेश्चन आपको टोटल कॉस्ट में दिया होता तो आप कितनी कॉस्ट पे वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस कैलकुलेट करते? 60 पे. बट सिंस इट्स अ कैश कॉस्ट अप्रोच, सो यू विल टेक 50 rupees. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what you have to do is you have to calculate overhead on 50. Number of unit is 1,04,000. So how much average is given? 2 weeks. That is 2 by 52. and it is calculated at 50%. This is for your overhead. Now coming on to the finished goods, same way, see the difference for the finished goods. For the finished goods, what you have to do is you have to see what is the cost total kitne given hai beta 170. We have to exclude the depreciation. So कितने पे calculations होंगी आपकी 160 पे. Okay. So the finished goods will be calculated at 160. That is 160. How many units are there? 1,04,000. So how much in the finished goods is given? If for an average 4 weeks, that is 4 divided by 52. This is for your finished goods. Now moving on to the next, that is your debtors. So how you have to calculate the debtors now? Debtors.
160.
Shubha, your voice is
160
not
per
clear.
month.
Your voice is not clear. I'll appreciate if you can just write it in the chat box. I'm not able to, listen properly. Some issue at your end, I think.
160, ma'am. 160.
160, okay, fine. So how much number of units is there? 1,04,000. And for an average debtors, how much time is being given? How much time is given? Credit allowed to customer. How much time is given? 8 weeks. That is 8 divided by 52. And for the cash, it is clearly given 25,000. Now, all of this will give us the value of our current asset. Now, what we have to calculate is the current liabilities. So we'll start with the current liabilities. The first thing that will be there in the current liabilities will be your creditors. So how much creditors? Raw material के ऊपर calculate करोगे 80 into 1,04,000. How much average is given for a week? That is 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 divided by 52. So this will be your current creditors. Okay. Now the next that is there is wages. Lag in the payment of wages is 1.5 weeks. So how much cost is there for the wages? That is 30 rupees. How much lag is now number of units are 1,04,000. Lag is 1.5 divided by 52. This will give you the figure of your wages. Okay. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have covered with this numerical. Now what we have left with, there is a problem number 11. That is basically a question that is being asked in the exams also. So we have to calculate our cost on the basis of the cash cost approach. Okay. I'll solve this numerical for you people so that total cost and cash cost कि हमने almost 15 questions solve किए हैं. I hope they are more than enough so that you people can have a proper revision, total cost and cash cost come. In my next lecture, I'll take up with your revision, that is for the first unit as well as for your third unit. Okay, the revision will include, I'll ask you some questions so that I'm able to understand. And by the time, please, all of you just revise the question which I have given the PDF for you people. That is why I have shared the question so that, and that too with the solution so that you are able to understand, since it may be that you are not able to follow something. So you can refer the PDF along with the solution so that you know like how we have to proceed with the approach. The basic difference lies with the approach only. Okay. Now let's start with the last one. Okay, fine. The last one that is being there is the problem number 11. So what you have to calculate in this is raw material. First, we start with a question that is with the raw material. So how much raw material is being there? 40 rupees. How many number of units are given? 1 lakh. Okay. So raw material in stock average 4 weeks. So average is 4 weeks and total they have told you that you have to take the total at 52 weeks. So that is 4 divided by 50. This will give you the raw material in stock. Okay. Chaitanya, please mute yourself. Chaitanya, please mute yourself. Chaitanya, please mute yourself. Fine. Now we'll move to the next, that is the work in progress. How you have to do that for the work in progress? We'll start with the raw material. Raw material kitna hai? 40. The number of units, total number of units is 1 lakh. Okay. So work in progress is on average 2 weeks. That is 2 divided by 52. Okay. So this way you have to calculate for the material. Now same way you have to calculate for the direct labor. So what is the cost of the direct labor? What is the cost per unit cost? What is given?
15.
Yeah, into 1 lakh into 2 divided by 52. Okay. And you have to take it at 50%. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next, that is there is the overheads. How you have to calculate the overhead? Cost is 25 into number of units is 1 lakh. So what is for the 2 weeks? That is 2 by 52 into 50%. Clear? Now we have to move to the finished goods. So what is given in the finished goods? That the overhead, first tell me how we have calculated 25. 25 कैसे आया बेटा ओवरहेड? हमने उसमें से डेप्रिसिएशन क्या किया? डिडक्ट किया.
Less किया मैम.
Yeah, deduct kiya because it is based on the cash cost approach. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to calculate the finished goods. So the finished goods will be on the basis of what is the cost? 85. Okay, we have to calculate on the basis of 85 or 80. Sorry, 80. 80. Yes, because it's a cash cost approach. We basically deduct the depreciation. So the calculation will be 80. And the number of units are 1 lakh. Then how much weeks are there for the, that is the 4 by 52. This is for the finished goods. Is it clear? Now what you
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
do, what you have to do is for the credit allowed to the customers. Okay, what you have to calculate, now you have to calculate the debtors. Okay, so the debtors will be your, debtors किस पे कैलकुलेट करोगे? उसमें भी बेटा डेप्रिसिएशन को आप इंक्लूड नहीं करोगे. ठीक है, तो कितना आएगा? 80. नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स विल बी 1 लाख. ठीक है, और उसके बाद आपका क्या आया है? कितना है क्रेडिट अलाउड? कितना है?
8 months. 8 weeks, sorry.
8 weeks. 8 divided by 52. Okay, this is for the debtors. कैश क्लियर दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन में, दैट इज 50,000. ओके, इसके साथ करंट एसेट पूरा हो गया. अभी हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे करंट लायबिलिटीज. Now what you have to do is for the current liabilities. Current liabilities बेटा सबसे पहले किस पे आएगा? क्रेडिटर्स पे. क्रेडिटर्स हम किस पे अलाउ करते हैं? रॉ मटेरियल पे. अभी रॉ मटेरियल कितना है इस क्वेश्चन में? 40. ठीक है, नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स कितने हैं आपके? 1 lakh. Okay, now if you can see credit allowed to customer, credit allowed by supplier is 4 weeks. That is 4 divided by 52. Okay.
Yes,
Now the payment of wages is 1.5 weeks. Okay, so the wages कितनी है आपकी बेटा? कितना है कॉस्ट दिया हुआ आपको 15 रुपीज इंटू 1 लाख नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स कितना है 1.5 वीक डिवाइडेड बाय 52. Is it clear to everyone now?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any one of you, if you have any problem in these two approach, you can just ask me now. Okay. Since we have covered almost all the numericals of this unit, so I think it should be clear to you. So the most of you people haven't joined the class on that day, I think so. बहुत से बच्चे उस दिन नहीं थे. So if the PDF is with you, I want to repeat one more numerical that I have discussed earlier. बट देर इज अ क्लियर नोट. अभी कैसे हमने क्या अज्यूम किया है कि रॉ मटेरियल के लिए हमने वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में क्या अज्यूम करते हैं कि वो 100% पे है और जो लेबर और ओवरहेड्स है वो हम कितने पे इंक्लूड करते हैं 50% पे. बट मैंने आपको बोला कभी कभी आपको वहां पे वर्किंग नोट भी दिया हो सकता है. ठीक है, तो आई विल टेक प्रॉब्लम नंबर 3. Okay, just look into the question. Let me have water. I'll start the numerical. Just give me a second. Okay, fine. Now see the problem number 3. It's a question that is being asked in the university. Okay, see what is the question. Whenever in the question there is not given clearly that you have to follow total cost or cash cost, it is generally preferred that you follow the cash cost approach. Okay, हम cash cost approach पे ही तब चलते हैं until और unless हमें clearly total cost बोला हो. ठीक है, अभी हम ये numerical करेंगे cash cost पे. Now the first thing in the current assets will be, now please every one of you just answer me, current asset का starting क्या होता है आपका सबसे पहले? Raw material. अभी raw material कितना है? 400. Now how many units are being there? How many units are being given? 52,000. So raw material remain in stock on an average 4 weeks. Okay, the average is 4 weeks and they have included what? Total is 52. Okay, now the second that you have to calculate is the work in progress. Same way you have to calculate the raw material. What is there for the raw material? 400 into 52,000. Now how much days are given for the work in progress? See into the last note, partly finished goods average 2 weeks. 2 divided by 52. See in the question what is given. Stage of completion 100% material. तो material हमने कितने पे ले लिया? 100% पे. 50% of other elements of cost. बाकी elements के लिए कितना दिया है? 50%. इसमें 50 दिया है, but ये भी हो सकता है वो आपको बोले 40. So if they have mentioned you clearly, then take that percentage. Otherwise, you go by the 100 for the raw material and rest of that is the labor and overhead. We include at 50%. Okay. Now, what you have to calculate is the direct labor. What is the cost for the direct labor? 150. Number of units is 52,000. Okay. Now the what is given? Average 2 weeks. 2 divided by 52. So what percentage you include? That is
50%.
50%. Yes. Now next is overheads. So what there for the overhead? Cost is 350. Look into the question. It include depreciation and amortization 50 rupees. So what we have to do is we have to deduct that because we are taking the practical on the basis of cash cost approach. अगर कुछ भी नहीं दिया तो हम cash cost लेंगे. So it will be 350 minus 50, that is 300 rupees. Okay. So अभी हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? 300 into number of units 52,000 into 2 weeks, that is 2 by 52 multiply by 50%. Clear? Now you have to calculate the debtors. So how you are going to calculate the debtors? Debtors also total कितना दिया है? 900. What we have to deduct from it? क्या माइनस करना है बेटा उसमें से हमें? 900 में से क्या माइनस करना है? Depreciation. Yes, that is 850. So you have to calculate 850 into number of units, that is 52,000. Now what is given for the creditors? Debtors. Credit allowed to what is given? Credit allowed to customer is 8 weeks. 8 divided by 52. Clear? This is how we have to calculate the debtors part. Now we have to calculate our creditors. So the creditors will be for the raw material 400, number of units 52,000. So what is the, you can see the weeks that is given, average 4 weeks, that is 4 divided by 52. Clear?
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So see, these are the questions which are being, I have told you all. So one thing, you revise all these questions. Okay. So I think most of the questions are being done. Yeah, I have done all the questions. So in case you have any problem, we will discuss it on the next lecture only. And now I'll tell you one thing. The very first part that is there in the question, जो मैंने आपको दिया था उसी में मैंने आपको टोटल इसी पीडीएफ में मैंने आपको शेयर करके दिया था, वो पीडीएफ में टोटल कॉस्ट और कैश कॉस्ट का डिफरेंस। ये देखो टोटल कॉस्ट और कैश कॉस्ट का डिफरेंस क्या है। न्यूमेरिकल जब भी ट्राई करने लोगे उससे पहले एक बार ये देख लेना, तो आपको न्यूमेरिकल करने में इजी जाएगा। अभी एक क्वेश्चन मैं आपके साथ इसी में से डिस्कस करती हूँ। एक क्वेश्चन था जिसमें हमने कंटिजेंसीज मेंटेन किया था। यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक हाउ वी प्रिपेयर फॉर द कंटिजेंसीज। Although it is not asked, but still you will have to take care. Either they may ask you for some question that okay, how you have to include for this contingencies. So I don't want to that you shouldn't maybe see in this question. Okay, see in this question there is written find out the working capital assuming a 10% profit for contingencies. How we do is like this, what we do, पहले जैसे हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं हम पूरी कैलकुलेशन करेंगे। करंट एसेट्स पूरा, करंट एसेट्स में क्या करेंगे, रॉ मटेरियल कैलकुलेट करेंगे। वी विल कैलकुलेट द वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, रॉ मटेरियल, एवरीथिंग विल बी कैलकुलेटेड। दिस विल गिव अस द टोटल करंट एसेट्स। ठीक है, फिर हम उसमें से करंट लायबिलिटीज बेटा जितना हमें पार्ट दिया है वो उसमें से डिडक्ट करेंगे। दैट मीन्स क्रेडिटर्स, लैग इन पेमेंट ऑफ वेजेस एंड ओवरहेड व्हाटएवर इज गिवन। Now, after that, current assets minus current liabilities will give you what? Your net working capital. After that, there is a 10% margin for contingencies. So the 10% for margin for contingencies means जो भी amount आपका इसका आया. Oh my God, I think I have missed a part. Just a second. Yeah. So जो भी आपका part इसमें आया, that is 4,80,000, उसका 10% आप कैलकुलेट करोगे। That 10% will be your margin for contingencies. Add you this into your net working capital. This will give you the total net working capital required. Now, is it clear to everyone? Contingencies. Yeah. See, what I try to explain you like different types of numerical, because since yours is a basically an MCQ based question, so they will not ask you a full-fledged numerical. they may give you some part. Okay, so what they will ask you, वो आपको रॉ मटेरियल कैलकुलेट करने के लिए तो नहीं बोलेंगे. अभी सबसे ज्यादा कैलकुलेशन रहती है वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में, डेटर्स की कैलकुलेशंस में, और इधर दे में आस्क यू टू कैलकुलेट दैट फिनिश गुड्स अमाउंट. ओके, जिसमें वेरिएशंस आता है दोनों अप्रोचेस में, जहां पे आपको कैलकुलेशंस करनी पड़ती है. तो दे मे आस्क यू टू कैलकुलेट बेसिकली दैट पार्ट ओनली. So you need to understand what is the difference and what we have to include and what we have not to include. तो मैंने आपको वही बोला था कि इसमें आपका कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि हाँ हमारा कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड होना जरूरी है. Even a non-commerce background people can easily do these numericals. So I try to solve as much as practical so that you will be able to understand. जितने भी PDF मैंने लिया है वो पूरे numericals मैंने आपको करवा के दिए हैं, इसीलिए ताकि आपको वो कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो जाए कि हमें कैसे करना है. But still I want you revise. If you face any problem in next lecture, I'm open to the questions. You can ask me, ma'am, okay, I'm not able to follow this part or anything. I'll explain once again. Okay, and next numerical, it will basically a revision that will be taken for the first and the second unit. Okay. Anything else you want to ask me, you can ask me. Or is it fine? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Omkar, thanks. Okay, fine. Then in the next lecture, we will discuss about this. Okay. Mayuri, your voice is not audible, beta. Okay, then we will discuss the rest in basically the revision part in our next lecture. Okay. The PDF is already with you people all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then take care. Bye.